Welcome to Memoirs of a Twisted Mind. I'm your host, Eddie Stanley. Today's episode is about the truth, honesty. Maybe I'll call it Young and Passport. Yeah, that sounds better. The reason why most people are still in this delusion where we just want the simple things in life. Just simple things. Women sit back and say men are so hard to understand, and they go read books, and this is not a shot. Think like a man, act like a woman. It's truly fascinating that everybody goes and do all this stuff, and then they try to figure out why an older guy, likes to talk to a younger woman. Adult younger women. And the reason for that is because once you start getting to that certain age range where a woman feels that, oh, I did everything that I want to do in life. I done went through trials, tribulations, hardships, all that stuff. I'm coming into a relationship with a guy that already established everything, already put his mark as a high value person. And 9 times out of 10, when you bring yourself, you're bringing a baggage you're bringing baggage that's in a Gucci, Prada, or whatever bag that you have on your shoulder. Granted, I know there are guys out there that straight up bring baggage as well, but them are the ones that the females actually want, because it really doesn't matter as long as they feel like, ooh, I can fix them. So in other words, you want responsibility, and then once you realize that you can't fix that man, you either throw him to the curb, you either say screw that, leave, or whatever. See, what like the failure is the fact that, yeah, a guy actually wants a younger female because they haven't went through the whole little trials, tribulations, haven't added body counts, haven't did this. Now don't get me wrong, I know there are good women out there that has no baggage. Well, everybody has baggage, but has been out there looking for somebody, going, okay, I'm not about to do this, I'm dating with a purpose. That's cool to date with a purpose, but most people don't realize dating doesn't mean exclusivity. It means that you're dating this person, and then dating this person to see which one actually fits into your life. But if you're giving up the goods to them people that are dating you, then that means that you're pretty much devouring yourself. Just going, okay, well, this is the part of dating. Chivalry is dead. It is. Women killed it. If we do certain things or act a certain way, oh no, we're different. But I'm not going to get onto that. Here's why dudes actually date younger. Because we only go by 3 simple things. And for females to say, oh, well, no, men are like women. I mean, men are so complicated. No, we're not. The 3 things is respect, feed us, do fun time with us. That's it. We'll provide, do everything else. We'll protect you. We'll actually do whatever. Now, I know there's a lot of men where, oh, your job is to protect. But my thing is, how can you protect somebody that doesn't show any respect, doesn't care, doesn't whatever? Because, quite frankly, that's why you have the passport bros going to find traditional females or going to do. And if you notice, as soon as you say, oh, well, take our trash, they do wonders over there and they don't come back to the States. Why? Because Western culture is built on materialistic things. Nobody wants to build real things, because that's the same thing with men. Like, we have to build a foundation. We have to show that we have a foundation before a woman even talks to us. But as soon as that foundation is built on sand instead of solid ground, is the moment that you start showing your emotions. Because any woman that's watching this can sit back and say, oh, that's not true, I want an emotional man. No, you don't. You don't. Because in your brain, you look and go, can this dude actually protect me? Okay, why do I need to follow what he say when all he gonna do is cry about it? Or all he gonna do is try to control me because of baggage that he end up enduring. That's a broken man. And most females go for broken men. And then that's when they sit back and say, well, I can't find a good man, because guess what? They're broken. That's the same thing with people who go back to their ex. If they know that the ex is broken, they feel sympathy. Yeah, it could be love there, but it's, I can actually do this. So when you build on sand, the only time a guy should actually show any emotion if a close love one end up passing, or something like a movie, or something that's like wholesome, make them tear up. That's it. But they're crying because a woman left, or they're crying because, oh, there's nobody in this world for me. Man, dude, there's always somebody. Women outnumber us. And that's the sad reality. Women outnumber us. So there's a lot more chances of you finding that one than them finding their one. Because technically, it's like a needle in a haystack, because most good men could be in a friend zone, and then as soon as that friend end up talking to somebody else, their mindset go, well, what makes her different than me when he's always treating me like this? Now he's treating somebody else, and I'm stuck with these dudes that really don't care. Maybe I need to start talking to him and see if I can get him back and ruin the type of friendship that they had. Because I can sit here and say, I have 4 female friends. That's it. But each one of them know if they start dating a dude that busts out and say, hey, I don't respect, like, I don't want you hanging out with him because of how I'm built on respect. You know what, brother? I got you. I'm no longer here, because that is your relationship and I have no place in it. That's why I even tell my female friends who know me, dude, if y'all about to argue about some things and y'all need a mediator, it's not going to be me, because just like one of my other friends used to say, I'm looking at that old cottonweed on that dusty trail. I'm not having it. So yeah, a man will go for a female that is younger, probably early to mid 20s, even some late 20s, for the simple fact there's no baggage. Yeah, they will get a passport and fly across the world to be with another female, for the simple fact that's tradition. They're not looking for instant gratification. They like the fact that a guy can actually build, and especially if they can be a part of it. Because if you just want to reap what that man does and then get mad when he decides to actually say, yeah, I think I want you to sign a prenup, and then you get mad off that, fellas, if a female gets mad at you because they don't want to sign a prenup, then that means that They are hurt. They do feel, hey, that's kind of disrespectful. But if they really love you and really in it for the long haul, they know that there's a contract that states that if they're not happy and don't want to work things out, they can walk out with the same stuff that they had. I think it should be more contracts in everything because just like somebody famous said, why would you sign a contract that don't benefit you? And marriage does not benefit the man whatsoever. So if you put that prenup there, then guess what? It can. But at least you know what you're getting into. Because I'm not going to sit here and say all single females are loyal. And I'm not going to sit back and say all foreign females are loyal. But it's far and in between of them than it is the older. Because, hey, baggage is baggage. Whether it's in a Prada bag or a garbage bag. Ladies, that's the real reason. That's 100% the reason on why older men don't look at you the same way they look at younger females, or why they really don't want to put up with the nonsense because you're going to blame us for something somebody else did. So, with that being said, this has been Memoirs of a Twisted Mind. I have been your host, Eddie Stanley. And the question I got for you today is, what are you going to do different?